Hey guys, so at CES 2015, we got to see the PlayStation TV app working on both Sony and Samsung TV sets. And what this does is very simple because it allows you to use PlayStation Now on your Samsung or Sony TV set without a PlayStation or without a Sony TV box or anything like that. It's built into your TV set. So it's an app that you can definitely download from the store. On Samsung TVs, it works with Tizen, of course, and on your Sony TVs, it's built into the Sony TV app. Now, all you need is a PlayStation controller connected via Bluetooth, and you are good to go to actually play games like Street Fighter, which is some of the games they demoed there. So looking at the interface for PlayStation Now app, you can go through Spotlight games. Right there we had 4 games in selection: Street Fighter, Dead or Alive, Arkham, some Uncharted. You can go to the different genres, try now, and also get the service. Now we picked Street Fighter because it was easy and also one of the easiest games for most people to just jump in and play. And this is one of the games they demoed at CES at both Samsung and Sony booths. So it was interesting to see that Sony has really tried to expand PlayStation Now, and I like that idea. You know, it might not be something that catches on overall, but think about it. If you just buy a new TV set, like a new Samsung TV set, and you want to play some games, and you can easily play full PlayStation games, not talking about mini games or anything. You can play things like Uncharted, you can play things like Street Fighter, you can play other games on there. That works out pretty well. And you can see is, again, since if you know PlayStation Now, it's a streaming service. Once you have things connected, and the best thing to use a wired connection, you can go in and start playing the games you want to play. So we have Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition loading up here, and we can go ahead, select characters and go ahead and fight. And what we saw here was that this thing ran very, very smooth on the TV sets. Now, most of these TV sets, especially the newer versions from Samsung and Sony, are running deca-core processors or quad-core processors in there, so it's able to handle a lot of these games, especially over the streaming service, pretty well. And FatSet 5 here is basically using Ken, and it's working through all his motions and things like that, which is very nice. So you can see it's very fluid, very smooth, and also works out very, very well, which is pretty cool. And it's a nice way to basically get into the PlayStation ecosystem without buying a PlayStation 4. If you already spent the money on a new high-end TV, 4K TV from Samsung or Sony, you can easily use Sony PlayStation Now service to do that. Now, hopefully they come out with a better subscription service that aids into that, but that's something a lot of people will like to see and use. Now, looking at some of the other stuff on what Samsung showed is that you can see some of the applications where you can actually use your Samsung tablet combined with your Samsung TV and game together. So this is something that I think a lot of people will find very, very interesting. But that is the Sony PlayStation Now TV app on both your Samsung and Sony TVs. If you have any questions, any comments, let us know. Otherwise, thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.